it's a method that I have devised to view oneself and the world through this lens of will. And I would share two stories to describe what will means and how to strengthen our will to get better, okay, and why it is so important in our lives. And this is a story of a boy who was gift wrapping a book for me, and then he was unable to do a good job. He did a very shoddy job of gift wrapping this, and he was not able to see how much of gift wrapping paper was needed. He was not able to have that foresight to look through, little lazy to take out papers, do the job, extremely shoddy job. And I was not happy with this. And there's another situation where I had gone to another bookshop a couple of years back, and this boy did a gift wrapping again for another occasion, and he was so brilliant in his thing, meticulous. He was taking care of those little things, beautiful gift wrapping. And towards the end, there was a little bit of a bad twist to the paper, and it was covered completely. It was inside, and I said, it's okay, I'll take it like that, just cover it up, but this boy said, no, it's just wait a moment. He removed the whole gift wrapping paper, took out a new sheet, and gift wrapped it beautiful again. And at that point, I was not having any business of my own, and I was sailing on ships. And I said, if you were ever, in a company that I own and I want to run, you're one of the teammates that I would want. It didn't matter what talents and skills you hold. Because of your approach to work, you're not only trainable, but that is the kind of people we all like to work with. People who bring excellence to their work, who shun mediocrity, who are able to have that will, because it takes a lot of willpower, willpower to do anything to the best it can be done. There could be people who do it better than you, but you have done it as best as you could. That is the excellence that I talk about in the will. And the Olympic, what I say, the Olympic task in one of the boot camps, how to do any task like an Olympic task. So the procrastination, again, procrastination are different types of procrastination. There is most commonly understood where we don't turn up to the gym. We are like, okay, I'm feeling like procrastination, I'm lazy today, I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to work today, I'll just take off, or I will not commit to some a book that you may be writing, or you may be not hosting a particular event. So a lot of procrastination moments are there like that. We sometimes don't commit to what we say we do. And I've been myself guilty of many of this, if not all of them. And over the years, I've understood how my body speaks to me, how I am able to view myself, what I call the will lens, and what you can do about it and how you can come out of it. So this whole thing that I'm trying to do is in a way of how I can bring more and more people, awaken them in this will mindfulness, and try to bring them towards that 1%er, because today 99% of people struggle with some form of procrastination or some sort of a will struggle, and there's only very few today, a 1%er I would say, who are really excellence driven, who are able to have a strong will, who are able to break free from toxic habits, who are able to keep their commitments, and my whole mission in this journey, in the second phase of career or work that I do, is trying to bring as many people in this 1% strong will. 99% are there, and it is our choice to be in this 1%er or not. And we all can be. It's very simple and easy that anybody can do this. So coming back again to give you a few more examples of will. When we are poor in will, we are also muddled, we are foggy in our thoughts, we are unclear, we are unable to know which one to let go, which one to hold on. And we are also continuously making poor choices. And because it takes effort to actually make a choice, that is will. So the will, what I keep talking about is effort, And there's another example where we don't keep commitments. Sometimes we call up people and we say we will meet them up for coffee, or we'll meet them for lunch or some meeting, and then call up and cancel on them, and say no, something else has come up. Very rarely is genuine. Many times it's simply because we are procrastinating, or we are getting easily distracted, the muddled and foggy, not able to think through on what is important, and not keeping a commitment. That is why one of the taglines that I say is keep your word and you will keep your will. If you keep your word, you will keep your will. So that is a very simple way of really strengthening your will. You don't have, even if you don't remember anything out of this video or anything from the will programs that I do, you just keep your word and you will keep your will. Keep your word to whom? To yourself and to others. And another thing that commonly happens when we have poor will is it's also that we are losing touch with intuition. Okay, and the way I have understood intuition is the signal. Our bodies are not temporal. We all know that, and there is that inner soul that we all believe in different ways. We believe there's a soul, and that soul has got a voice, and that voice is the intuition voice. And many times we mix up the body. The body has got its own messaging and our soul's voice, and because of that, whatever we think we are doing intuitively is really not intuitive. So we need to first clear up that antenna, clean it up. It's all got dust and catching, what all sorts of things are around it. So you need to clean up that antenna, and then you'll start seeing it is easy to start listening to that signal. Your voice of your soul starts speaking very clearly. So once your will is strengthened, that real intuition also becomes very, very clear and powerful for you. Okay, and the twin voices is very central to understanding this whole will. And the twin voices, what I speak about is the voice of our soul, the voice of your soul, and the voice of your body. The voice of your soul is the soul being which is there, without which we are just materials, zinc, magnesium, calcium, and whatnot. But with this voice of the soul, we become the human. So the twin voices, your soul and the body. And most of the time, the body or the body's voice doesn't want to listen to your soul's voice, because the body is very pleasure-centered, doesn't want to do any work. You tell it, let's do this exercise, let's go and start a business, let's go start something. The body's voice will be like, let's do it tomorrow, let's it's not a good day today, because it's your soul's voice. Your soul desire has come to do that, but your body has got an own agenda, its own thing. It's like a master coming to the house, and the servant or the slave, is not ready to do what the master wants. I'm not talking master and slave as in between human beings, but between our own body. We are the master and slave. The body is the slave to whom? To our soul. It is not the master, because this body is shed and we go on, and the soul is the master. So when soul loses control of the body, then it is not able to fulfill whatever agenda or work it wants to do on this world in this lifetime. Each of us have got something to do. Need not be some grandeur picture of things. Maybe it's just to take care of yourself, experience life itself, experience different things, but that also takes effort. So we need to clear those voices. We need to understand and recognize those two voices, voice of your soul and voice of your body. And once you do that, your intuition starts to become better. You will also realize that as the body starts to know that the master is back home and wants to get things done, it will start following in track, and you will be able to strengthen your will by keeping your word, and your will be the true master. So what is this will? As we commonly understand, will is something like discipline, keeping our habits. It's very associated with the armed forces or the military, but it is all that is true, but that is only at the top level. Will, as you keep going, you can break them down into three verticals: the body will, feeling will, and the thinking will. Okay, and the body will is what commonly people associate, or the dictionaries will claim to define will as. Okay, what we do in a physical. You want to go and work in the fields, you want to work in the garden, you want to work, maybe repair your car or something like that. It takes a lot of will, it takes body. You want to clean up your attic, it takes will, body will. Feeling will has got to do with expressing, okay? And it is about talking right now like I'm talking to you. It takes not only the effort of doing this, but also the expressing. So many times when our feeling will is poor, we struggle to make good conversation with people we want. we are holding back, there is a difficult conversation, so we cannot able to make that conversation with that person. You need to call up your dad or mom and tell them something. You need to call your partner or friend and tell them something. You are hesitating. Maybe your boss or an employee, and you don't know how to tell them because your feeling will is blocking. You are like struggling. The effort is blocked. So anytime there is effort, there is will. To talk, there is effort. To express yourself is effort. So that is will. Similarly, there is thinking will, where thinking means you need to make a plan. You are maybe hosting a party, you're hosting an event, maybe you're organizing some business plan, or you're doing something else. You realize there's a lot of thought going. Maybe you're making a decision which furniture to buy home. So all this takes effort, and all this also is will, but in the thought realm. Okay. So this is again to give you those three verticals. Nothing is set in stone, like they are hardcore body, feeling and thinking. Everything has got little elements of other. But primarily you can say one is body will, this particular effort is more body will, this particular effort is more feeling will, this one is thinking will. Feeling will is also another example, is artwork, all art based, whether it's sculpting, carving, painting, dancing, singing, everything is feeling will. It takes expression. You're expressing something, and that takes effort. Although body is also involved, but it's more of a feeling will strengthening kind of an exercise. So the will lens, what I call how to view yourself, where do you stand? Okay, if this body, feeling and thinking were three legs of a stool, where do you stand? Do you have just one strength and strong, other two are weak, two are strong, one is weak? And then you need to strengthen those legs, strengthen those legs so that you in the platform can stand strong. And on top of this will, then you can put your talents and skills and knowledge and go on to achieve whatever you want to achieve for yourself. Pursue your dreams and goals, pursue your health and fitness, keep your connections and relationships, alive, engaging. So you need to view where you are through this lens and view the world around you. How's the people around whom you engage with? What is their will? Why are they, oh my God, I need to help them in their will. All the knowledge, talent and all can come later. First is to work on their will. And the three, again, points that I use as a points to strengthen ourselves is the will has got strength, the physical strength, the inner strength and outer strength. And then there is courage to do. Courage is like fuel, because without courage, I may be a real, athlete or a champion or very strong in my body. But if I don't have courage, I will not even open my mouth. I will not even speak to anybody. I will keep quiet. I'll be like, oh my God, how do I express myself? Because there is no courage. Okay. So courage is what makes us get up from our seats and say, you know what, this is not right. I need to do something about it. So courage is a very central element of will. And third thing is clarity. How do you build clarity? Because with clarity, your thinking will is also working on itself. Once the thinking will is in a very good shape, you will have great clarity, in the choices you make, in the consequences of those choices. You will have a great foresight and hindsight, which will help you make better decisions. So it is our choice, what you want to be. You want to be part of the 99% or be part of the 1%, but it takes effort. It is simple and easy, but it takes effort. It takes that commitment, and it's a simple way in which you can keep building yourself. And I will share that technique as well.